Okay. So were you guys on Power Hour today? Was anyone on 12 o'clock Power Hour?
No, I couldn't do it.
Okay, perfect. So let's talk a little bit about goal setting. So the first thing I want to talk with you guys about is goal setting. It's so important in this business to have a goal and to set a goal. Because if you don't know what you're running towards or why you're doing this, you're not going to do this. It's just so easy to do, right? But it's also so easy not to do. And so when I make a vision board for myself, I think of it as like, you know, when somebody like has a goal and their goal is like, I'm going to be in the Super Bowl, and they're working hard and they're training, and they finally get to that Super Bowl, and they always ask them, what's next? And they're like, well, I'm going to Disney, right? Feel like if you don't have a plan of action, if you don't have a pathway, if you don't know where you're going next, it's just you're not going to have that burning desire to do it, right? And the way that Isagenix works is it's about that daily consistency. Like I tell everyone, you don't have to work 4 hours a day, but you have to show up and you have to do it each and every single day. So Dawn Ferrantino and I, we were talking about doing like a vision board call, just to like have us do like cutouts or even an online collage, but really just to set intentions, you know, like what I want you guys shooting for is progress, not perfection, because it's not going to be pretty. Um, and I think if you're like intimidated by the outcome and what people think of you and what others are going to say, chances are you're not going to do it. But if you have a goal and it's something so silly, like, you know, like I challenge myself, and I do this every time like I decide to run, I have 100 conversations in 30 days, right? And I don't even give a shit who I'm talking to, as long as I'm getting those 100 conversations. I don't care if they say yes or no, but what it does is it builds a sense of discipline in me, right? Like I get in the habit, I'm doing good, I'm having 3 to 5 conversations every day. I'm asking people to take a look. So today was like a prime example. I met because I had this goal. If I didn't have this goal, like I totally would not have done it, right? So I messaged my friend Emily Malley, and I was like, hey, Em, you're going to college soon. A lot of freshmen gain those 15 pounds. If I sent you a video, would you be open to taking a look? If I, would you? Really, really easy. If I sent you a video, would you be open to taking a look? She said, sure, I'd love to. I sent her a video. An hour later, I said, what did you think? I didn't just send the video, but I was just like following up, right? So she watched the video. She said, very cool. I love the testimonies and I love the science. I sent her the Isagenix Advantage video. And I said, awesome, let's get on a call so I can answer your questions. But I did it. I asked her to take a look, and then I took it offline and on the phone. And every time I do that, like guys, I'm building a sense of discipline and commitment. Like when you work for someone, it's very easy to go into work and punch a clock, because you know if you don't, you're going to be written up. There's going to be consequences. Mr. Smith is going to lay your ass off. Like, you know how it works if you don't show up. But for yourself, you're like, oh, fuck it, I'll just do my sit-ups tomorrow. You know, that's how we think. But in a business that you're building for yourself, why would you want to show up tomorrow? You know what I mean? Why would you want to save this for another day? I want to build like I have a fire under my ass, because I want to create this incredible life, you know? So setting a goal and really just getting in the habit, a simple habit that's just going to keep us going. So we'll talk a little bit about goals. I'll save that for the end. But what we're doing when we set out to do like 100 conversations in 30 days, number one, you are getting over all of those fears, right? Like if every day you have to jump in a freezing cold pool, every day you're like, ee, ee, you know, for the first 30 times, you're going to be like, oh my God, like my nips are freezing. This is horrible. Like, but after the 40th time, you know what to expect. You're not fearful anymore. Is it still a little nerve wracking? Of course. Do I still get butterflies in my stomach when I ask? Of course. But here's the thing. I am not afraid of people rejecting me, right? I know that some of us have been watching each other on Facebook for a year, for 2 years. And the reason why people are watching has nothing to do with you not being a good coach or a good presenter, or it's not about you. Like, we got to get over our damn selves. They're not ready. Maybe they don't want to give up drinking. Maybe they can't commit. Maybe they got a new boyfriend, they're in love, and they love going out to eat every weekend. This is not about you. So getting in the habit of conversations every day really helps us get over that fear of rejection, what people think of me, what are people going to say about me. And this is for Amanda, and I'm recording this call. She's like, I hate messaging people. I don't want to be like one of those. If you're not messaging people, they will never, ever know. I mean, you think everybody knows what you're doing because you posted once on Facebook, but they really have no idea. I have never, I shouldn't say never, but I have like 98% of the time, the people that I have signed up are the people that I have reached out to. Very, very, very rarely does, like Nicole's case, like she had a coach, she was left in our Facebook group, I was her coach's coach, and she was like, hey, my coach sucks, she's gone, would you, take care of me? And I was like, sure. But it's because I was active in that Facebook group. If I was silent, she would have never come to me. You know what I mean? So messaging people is everything. How do you do it? You got to block time in your calendar. You have to. So blue is like gym time, right? This is my work time, 11 to 1. And then this was like school, kids, family time. I have literally like a cheap $20 calendar from Staples. It's called At a Glance. And if it's not penciled in, I won't do it. I'll go to the pool, I'll play volleyball, I'll go for lunch, I'll do a million other things. But if I pencil it in my book, I know my job is to have those conversations. Like, it's critical. Like, we have to get over the fear of messaging people, because if you don't reach out and say, hey, compliment, hey, Nicole, you are so amazing on Facebook. You're so popular. You're so positive. I love your attitude. If I sent you a short video about what I do, would you be open to taking a look? I think this would be amazing for you. But even if it's not for you, I would so appreciate your referral. Like, you're not asking to chop someone's nuts off. Like, it's not, it's not, you know what I mean? It's not like a do or die situation. It's like, honey, I published a new book. Do you want a free copy so you can read it or not? Like, it's not that big of a deal. So I always keep in my mind, and I keep it like right pasted over there. I know you guys can't see it, but I'll take a picture. My friend Cindy Walters started in this business in 2012. So 8 years ago. She's had 3,700 conversations. And Nicole remembers this because she wrote those numbers out at University in Action in Philly. And out of 3,700 people that she has spoken to, she only signed up 350. Where in the world can you strike out more than 91% of the time? She's only hitting 9%. Where else in the world can you strike out more than 90% of the time and generate an income like this? You know, we get defeated like, oh, I reached out to 5 and 5 said no. All right, good. You got another 3,745 to go. That's it. Get like this, right? Somebody gets sassy with you. So her lowest month was 1,500. She got that her first month. And her highest month was $94,000. is it worth it to have those 3,700 conversations and not get into your feelings and not get upset and not get hurt to build a magnificent life for the people that you love and care about? I always tell Cynthia, I'm not doing this for a pair of Louboutins and Chanel bags. I'm doing this so my kids can have their first house paid for. So listen, I'm not going to be mad at you if you get yourself a little Hermes belt with your first bonus. I won't be mad. But you know what? I want to know that my kids' college is paid for. I want to know that their first homes are going to be paid for. I got 2 daughters. If my girls want to have a nice wedding, that's on them. My daughters tell me they hate boys, both of them. So, what it is. But I don't want them to get into a career that they absolutely hate because they have to. And I think about that every day. I want my girls to follow their heart and do what they love, because they know they're going to be okay. Follow your dreams. Mommy's got you. That gets me out of bed every morning. You know what I mean? And that has to be for us every day. That's my boss. That burning feeling that makes me get over my fears and talk to people, even people who I think are smarter than me, more successful than me. That's why I do it, and that's how I push myself to do it. I'm not more brave. I'm not better at this. I got better because I was willing to take a lot of hits. Oh man, did I have a lot of returns? Did I have people call compliance on me because they said I was nasty? I mean, I had everything that you could think happened to me. Right? So just me doing these weekly calls for you guys, I hope that I could teach you some of my pitfalls. So maybe you don't have to go through it, or maybe you do have to go through it, right? Because it's going to make you the best leader that you are. You went through that cleanse day. Now you're equipped to help somebody through a cleanse day. You went through a good, first 30 days. Now you're equipped to walk somebody else through those first 30 days. Being a leader is an option. That's a choice that you get to make every day, how you step up. Anybody could be a leader, even in the cleanse group. My favorite product are the e-shots. Here's why. Post a link. And your team will look up to you and be like, damn, look at her stepping up. And that gives them permission to step up. You should all be like actively posting in the cleanse group recipes, tips, links to your favorite products, because your team's going to look at you and they're going to know that they're following someone fierce, someone consistent, someone committed, right? So income producing activities. So I will say that sometimes I do have to set a timer and shut off my Facebook notifications because I get crazy distracted. And I set a 45-minute timer right here on my phone, and I say prospect. And I cut everything off and I just message people. Will you take a look? Will you take a look? I think you'd be great. Would you be open? I make friends. The only thing that is considered an income producing activity, the only thing is if you're signing someone up or someone on your team is signing someone up. Everything else is nice. It's good. It builds character. Building on Facebook, it builds credibility when you post. Listening to all these phone calls, it builds. It's all good. But the only thing that's going to make you money is putting people on that tree and teaching your people how to put people in that tree. So whatever else you're doing, organizing your perfumes so your office space can look nice, and you're setting things up, you're, more hustle, less bustle, like all the other stuff is just stuff. You know what I mean? Clean your office on Sunday. Do your laundry on Sunday. Set a timer, put your mind like this, put on some pump me up music and get going. Prospect, because that's the only thing that's going to get you paid. And I want to be realistic. I'm not saying that I don't want you guys listening to those calls and growing and building belief, but having the conversations is what's going to set you free, honestly. So If you needed a system, this is what I started. I committed to speaking to 3 people a day, following up with 3 people a day, and adding 3 new Facebook friends. Because when I started, um, when I started the program, I probably had about 200 friends on Facebook. I started Facebook like after my divorce with my ex-husband. You know, sometimes friends choose sides and I didn't want them in my business. I literally started like with 0 friends. I did not have an Instagram account, but consistency, building, getting into groups. Oh, I like you. That was a great comment. Can I send you a friend request? Some woman in Marlboro, parents, good Lord, her dog ate up baby bunnies. And I was like, I'll come take care of a bunny. And now me and her are chit-chatting on Facebook. You think I'm going to present Isagenix to her? Hell yes, I saved the baby bunny from her backyard. She is going to watch my video and like it. You guys, we meet people everywhere. You're picking up your clothes from the dry cleaners. Would it be all right if I sent you a video? Take a look. I think this would be a tremendous enhancement. We have an all natural line. Maybe you could put some products here that would help you generate an extra income. Just don't be scared. If you never ask, the answer is always going to be no. And then last but not least, I use the leader in action formula. And this is my boss, and this is what keeps me accountable. So in addition to committing to 100 conversations, I had 1 today, I gotta have 1 more. In addition to having 100 conversations, I use this printout from Isagenix. They literally give you this leader in action formula to show you how to be successful. And so if this is what the leaders are doing, and this is what Isagenix created, I print it out, and this is what I do. So column 1 is, how many have you enrolled that week? If it's 0, I know what I got to work on next week, right? How many did my downline enroll? So everyone who you've signed up, are they sponsoring people? If you have 0 points in that category, you got to get to work. You got to show people how to get paid. The third is personal rank advancements. So how many consultants have you made? This is important, and I want you guys to remember this statistic. If you help somebody get paid, just 1 cycle, just finding 2 friends, 1 cycle, the chance of them staying on a year increases by 90%. That is massive. You're not working a factory line. You're not like 30-day system, bye-bye, 30-day system, bye-bye. No, you want them to stick. How do you get them to stick? Help them get their Isagenix for free each and every month. So today I listened to an amazing, amazing podcast, and I still listen to one every day. But what Michael Klaus said was, for some, decisions are very easy. For others, not so much. Stepping into a leadership role has to be your decision. When do you think it will be the right time for you? Leadership is a decision you make before you even enroll. From your very first customer, every little bit of action that you create is you being a leader. Teaching others to do what you do. If you become a consultant, then you can show somebody else how to do the same. If you've become a manager, then you can show somebody else how to do just that. If you become a crystal director, then you, as a leader, know exactly what to do to show your team how to do just that. So asking friends to take a look is, in fact, a level of leadership. If we don't let people know what we're doing, how will they ever know? We have to be the ones to act first. By sitting, posting, praying, we'll never build $1 million business. We have to be in action to create that action amongst our teams, amongst ourselves. It's just a vibration, right? When I'm in action, I attract the best people. So what are you doing to let people know what you are doing? How are you letting people know what you are doing? What are you doing to follow up with people? People are going to say no. Not everyone's going to want to see the movie you're seeing. Not everyone's going to want to go to the same restaurant that you invite them to. And that's okay. Learn to accept and embrace the no's with grace, with style, and with professionalism. Decide what you want and write it down. Better than you earn, but something that's believable in your mind and what it's going to be 90 days into your future. So if you are right now earning 60 grand a year, yeah, you can absolutely say, you know what, my first year, I want to earn 120,000 with Isagenix. But if you were earning 40,000, it would be a real unrealistic to say, I want to earn 2 million my first year with Isagenix, right? He's saying set big goals, but nothing that unrealistic, because this is real. And you've got to go to work to build it. And not only do you have to build your Isagenix business, you got to build up here. You're not going to make 7 figures a year until you're ready up here. I did not get to 1 star until I acted like a 1 star. I didn't get to 3 star, which was 6 figures, until I developed 3-star habits. Ange had to change, right? And as I changed and as I learned and grew and developed, the right people were coming to me. It really is like a vibration that you're putting off. And then the last thing he said, which I thought was very, very valuable, and I'll leave you guys with this. Way too many people quit this beautiful profession too soon, way before it's their time. The buy-in is very low and the exit is very high, right? It costs them nothing. It costs them $30 to come in. And so they try, they got a few no's, and they're like, all right, peace out, you know? In your first year, you're gonna suck. You're gonna make $5,000-$6,000, right? But that's the money that you've gotten for free education, for free nutrition, to learn, grow, and develop. But I promise that if you continue to stay and work and commit every day, you will not make that 6,000 the next year. It will double. And the next year it will triple, as will your growth, as will your circle of influence, right? Everything changes if you just commit. But because the buy-in is so low, people are like, nah, I tried, it's not for me. But if you put $40,000 down on a Dunkin' Donut franchise, you ain't walking away, right? You're gonna stick it out. You're gonna deal. You're gonna mop those floors. You're gonna stand there with a picket sign, whatever those are called, saying, we're open, come in. Why would we not do that for our own business? You know, for me, the buy-in was the greatest thing ever, because I improved my health. I made beautiful friends. I choose to stay in because I know that nowhere else in the world can I earn what I'm earning. Can I give myself a raise whenever I feel like it, work on my own time? I was literally working with poom poom shorts on. Like, I did a Zoom call. I put a fancy blouse on and literally like in short. I mean, where can I show up to work like that? You know what I mean? Honestly, guys. So the stuff that we complain about, is it a problem? Yeah, leaders don't make the silly things a problem, right? The stronger the leader you become, guess what? The more people are going to bring you more problems. But as a leader, you will be effective. You'll learn how to handle it. You know, so Cynthia had somebody with diarrhea. I said, don't sweat it. Tell her to send it back. She's not the one. You know, Jen's like, I spoke to 5. I said, kid, find another 5. Keep going. You're building so much strength and so much resilience. This is the only job that really allows you. It's like a compensation plan with a free personal development program. Honestly, I'm not the same person that I was 7 years ago. I mean, I'm so proud of myself. Some girl was pissing me off in volleyball, and normally I would have like blocked and deleted and being like, done with you. Today, we had an amazing like conversation. You know, I was like, I've been projecting negative feelings onto you, and I'd like to apologize. And my husband's like, who are you? I'm like, I don't know, but I like me. Like, you know, but that's come with Isagenix. That's come with dealing with 1,200 customers. But you know, I can't even be mad because those customers shaped me, taught me patience, taught me self-love, taught me that people come to us because they need our help. And when somebody's coming to you that needs your help, you got to hold that so high. We don't do this for a $25 pib, right? We do this to help somebody change their health, and we do this because we believe that everybody can be successful here. So whether your goal is, I mean, my goal was literally not to have to ask my husband every month to wax my chin. And like, I want to go to the salon, I want to make my own money and do whatever I want. Maybe somebody else's goal is to, I don't know, have enough money in the bank that if she's not happy in her relationship, she doesn't have to stay. You know, no goal is silly, and we're offering people a solution. So we can't ever really take that lightly. So I've learned a lot, I'll be honest. So I'm gonna stop the recording, and I'd love to hear from you guys.